Divisional weekend was a sight to see. We had the Denver Broncos trying to pull off the upset against the Cleveland Browns right here with just a few seconds left in the game. Baker Mayfield on the run, throwing it to Landry, getting the ball to the 30-yard line with just 5 seconds left in the game. If you're Denver right now, hey man, you got to stop the clock, call a timeout, try to ice the kicker. Knowing EA, everything doesn't work when it's supposed to. The icing kicker mechanic never popped up, so the Browns will go on to kick an easy field goal that he almost actually missed. Browns will advance to the AFC Championship game. In the NFC, however, we had a lot of mismatches as we all witnessed the Bears falling short to the Packers 30-7 at home. Aaron Rodgers 11 for 16, 191 yards, 1 touchdown. The Atlanta Falcons, the number 2 seed, gets it done against the Dallas Cowboys 33-7 at home. They will face the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game. Matt Ryan 14 for 21, 211 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Dak Prescott couldn't get it going, 5 for 15, 84 yards, no touchdowns, and 3 interceptions in that loss. And in our final game, we had the Pittsburgh Steelers, number 1 rushing offense against the Houston Texans, number 3 rush defense. Going at it, as you can see, Le'Veon Bell was lights out, man. He went for 116 yards, 2 touchdowns in this game. And if you're looking at it from a Houston Texans fan point right now, down by 4 points, Pittsburgh is still running the ball. They have not really been slowed down by the Texans defense. Texans are down 14-3 in the first half at home and in the playoffs. So down by 11 points, clock ticking away, still outside the 2-minute warning. You got to get it going if you're Houston. Deshaun Watson getting it to Will Fuller to keep hope alive in Houston. 3rd and 19. Who else but D-Hop getting it, converting on a big 3rd down play. Texans still down by 11. 1 minute and 14 seconds on the clock. Get it to the man who has done it all season. DeAndre Hopkins getting it inside the 5-yard line to set up a 5-yard touchdown run by Lamar Miller. In the second half, it was the Texans defense making plays all over the field. Starting off with just Davion Clowney setting up a 3rd and 12 with that sack, and who else but BJ Below, the man, the myth, setting up, giving his team a chance inside the 15-yard line with this interception over Ben Roethlisberger. They get 3 points, but who else but that man, BJ Below, ball hawking in the middle of that field, giving his team an opportunity to set up a 16-yard field goal to go up by 2. If you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you're not out of it by a long shot. Do what got you here. The Pittsburgh Steelers giving it to the man. He took a heavy load. Le'Veon Bell getting it inside the 50-yard line. But when you got the number 1 defense, the number 1 defense in terms of turnovers and interceptions, they make plays, man, and they give their offense more opportunities than the opposing team. 4 minutes left on the clock. Lamar Miller getting it inside the 35-yard line for the Texans as they set up a 50-plus yard field goal. Up by 5 with 2 minutes left in the game. You still got a championship quarterback like Ben Roethlisberger as he connects with his tight end for a 62-yard touchdown pass. Hey man, this game is not over. 3-point game. You got the number 1 scoring offense with Deshaun Watson. 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the game. Getting it to his tight end at the 46-yard line. 3rd and inches right here. Clock is still ticking. Get it to the man, Lamar Miller. Let him inch his way to a 1st down. 1st and 10, ball on the 36-yard line. Texans in scoring range, but they want 6. Deshaun Watson going outside the pocket, getting it to his reliable target. Fuller had played really well this whole game. Ball inside the 15-yard line for the Texans. They trying to get 6 as Deshaun Watson runs it, gets it to the 11-yard line. 2nd and 10 from the 11-yard line, outside the D-Hop. Hey, that should be a touchdown, right? Wrong. The referees got the call right. Take a second look. DeAndre Hopkins catches the ball inside the 1 and then runs out of bounds. So referees got it right for the first time in EA history. But game still goes on. The Texans tie the game up at the end of regulation, 22-22. After both teams get a chance on offense in OT. 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the clock on the Texans' next possession. Get it to the man, Will Fuller. who made an impressive, undeniable season-saving run. Look at this, breaking tackles, man. Texans set up an easy game-winning field goal to seal the deal, and they go on to win it 25-22.
And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving on to the AFC Championship game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
So we are down to the Final Four, the number 2 seed hosting the Green Bay Packers in the NFC. Who y'all think coming out the NFC, man? That is going to be a great game. 2 high-powered offenses who play to their strengths. And on the other side, you got the number 1 and the number 2 seed, the Browns at the Houston Texans. If you guys remember, late in the season, the Texans fell short to the Browns 44-8. Could we see a repeat? I don't know. This is the playoffs, and this is where big players make big plays. Let me know in the comment section who you guys think are coming out each conference. AFC, NFC, next week, conference championship. Let's go.